They were in Game 7 against the Cleveland Indians. The Toronto Blue Jays have advanced to the World Series for the first time in 17 years to take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Toronto Blue Jays franchise here in MLB The Show 19. And in this episode, well, we're kicking off the World Series, Year 2. And we are finally here. Blake Snell versus Clayton Kershaw, Game 1 in Toronto. Oh my goodness, I have been looking forward to a situation where we could finally make it for a while. And we are here. And this will not be easy. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. They won 106 games. If you think about it, it's insane to think that together these two teams won a total of 221 games. But either way, we will kick it off here. Game 1 of the World Series in Toronto. DJ LeMahieu pops it up. Jeanette there, 1 away. After a crazy Game 7 where, well, the Jays lost 2 in a row and they really didn't have the momentum. They scored 9 runs against the Indians to clinch the American League pennant. Now we are finally here in the World Series, and I have said that I've spent a long time off camera. I make lists, I do all sorts of stuff trying to figure out the best pieces and the best way I can put together trades to make this a good team. I spend hours working on this, let alone, that's not even the time I spend recording it. And the fact that the team that I have put together here is in the World Series is awesome. 2-2 pitch to Max Muncy, swung on and missed. It's crazy, and I am very happy about it.
Take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, I
Here we
cannot
go.
wait to get a look at Josh
It'll be
Donaldson.
Paul DeYoung leading off in the bottom of the first for Toronto. It is. I'm kind of happy that we were able to make it. I thought that it would be a bit more difficult for us after we after Merrifield went out with that injury the later part of the season. But we've done pretty well. I mean, for our leadoff man and one of our best players being out, I think we've done pretty well. 1-2 to Donaldson.
Here it comes.
Swung on and miss. Wow. But that is what I'm expecting to get from Clayton Kershaw. But how about this? Josh Donaldson versus Clayton Kershaw.
Now the 2-1. Swung on
and he drives it deep, carrying Mike Trout after not hitting a single home run the entire postseason. In his first ever World Series game, Mike Trout takes Clayton Kershaw deep. 2-0 Jays. I'll show you quickly. We are on the difficulty, same as always.
We were wondering who was going to strike first with
Mike Trout.
What a moment for him right there.
Tags Kershaw.
No one can ever take that away from you.
Stepping in now
to start off this game. Now Juan Soto steps in. Mike Trout had a terrible start to the postseason. Had an okay game in that final one against Cleveland.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find
maybe
any rhythm out
he
there.
will finally be able to break free of his slump in the World Series. Soto hit it well. He lines out though. Now with 2 away in the inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. steps in. And, I mean, you see his playoff stats. 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, hitting over 300. 2 home runs in that Game 7 against Cleveland. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gonna probably win playoff MVP. So a 2-out single from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. right back up the middle.
Usually those are kryptonite.
And that'll extend the inning for Miguel Andujar.
Inside the baseball and deliver a base hit.
Let's see what he's able to do here. 1 on, 2 out, 1-1 count.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar.
There'll be a slider outside, 2-1.
The Blue Jays first baseman.
The Toronto Blue Jays have not been here. They have not been on the biggest stage in 17 years.
Here's the 2-1.
Why am I? It's not 17
Hit out towards
years.
second. LeMahieu's
27
got it,
years.
and an underhanded throw is
No, I
in
feel kind
time
of
for out
stupid.
number
1993. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this is 2020 here. 1993. So 20. Yeah, set. I don't know why I was saying 17.
Chris Taylor, he'll get us started in the top of the second.
27 years ago was the last time the Blue Jays won the World Series, and now they are on the verge of winning it again. Only one time since Joe touched them all has Toronto won a championship. That's in 2019 when the Raptors took home the Larry O'Brien Trophy. JT Realmuto with a cannon. Cody Bellinger now 1 out, and he's up.
And he fouls this one off.
The Blue Jays, after going to the World Series in back-to-back years in the 90s, the future looked bright, and I mean it was. They won the World Series. All was kind of going well. And then they just kind of fell off. Almost got back in 2016, almost got back 2015. Just didn't happen. Now they had to wait their time. But their time has finally come. 3-2 pitch to Gaddis. Fly ball, shallow right. Grichuk is under it in the innings over. 2-0 Blue Jays, bottom 2. Kershaw will strike out Grichuk and then give up a double to Realmuto, and now that brings Scooter Gennett into the batter's box, and he has had a very good postseason. So we'll see if he can come through again for Toronto. Maybe drive home Realmuto. Can't check his swing there. Count runs 1 and 2.
1-2 now. Realmuto, a runner at second with 1 away.
Now 1-2 count. Gennett has to battle. I always get Scooter Gennett and Randall Grichuk's name mixed up, and I don't know why. They're not even very similar, but like,
but if he's going to execute and get
I don't know. It gets all mixed up in my head. Like Grichuk, Gennett. When I'm trying to say it, what? I was going to say fast and quickly. Yeah. When I'm trying to say it quickly, my brain stops working like it is right now, and I can't think of it. It's Scooter Gennett up. Let's see if he can come through. That's a ground ball. Didn't exactly come through, but it will advance the runner. Now, Paul DeYoung, he singled in his last at-bat. See if he can come through. 2-1 count on him here. Can DeYoung come through? No, swings over the curve. Good one from Kershaw. 2-2. 2's all over. He looks at the scoreboard. DeYoung, though, wants to make it 4. No, he'll foul off the slider. Count stays the same. Alright, here we go. All he needs is a pitch to hit. If he can get it into the outfield, another run will score.
Another 2-2 offering.
That is hit to second base. Fielded, though. LeMahieu throws over to end the inning.
Next up for Los Angeles,
Steven Souza Jr. will step into the batter's box to lead off the top of the third for the Dodgers. It'll be a 2-1 count as the fastball misses up high. Snell
turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little.
Throws that one in there. It's fouled off. Count runs even now at 2-2. And the changeup missing low. Count runs full on Souza.
It just opens up so many
Kershaw is not on deck because we're playing in American League Park. Kershaw not on deck. Fly ball, shallow center. I can't speak right now. What am I doing? Trout under it, 1 away.
Stepping into the box.
Jock Peterson steps into the batter's box with 1 away. Turns that one around. It goes foul.
Dodgers have yet to break into the
now the 1-2 pitch. It'll be low, 2-2.
Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Blake Snell looks to continue to fight off this strong Dodgers order. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but Grichuk able to get over that one. 2 away. Not a difficult team. No, sorry, not an easy team to pitch well against. Blake Snell, though, didn't do very well in the regular season, though he is having a very good postseason. That will be a base hit. The Dodgers are finally on the board. Not with any runs, but that is their first hit. Snell just looks to hopefully keep going, keep doing what he's been doing in the playoffs and just not do that. 2-2 now. There'll be a wild pitch on Snell. Fly ball, left center. Trout under it. Inning over. So nothing going. Donaldson will lead off the 3rd. He lines out and nothing really going there for the Jays offense in the bottom of the 3rd. So we head top 4. Corey Seager. That is another base hit. Good attempt by DeJong. And there is
some guys can handle
nobody out in a run on first.
This is obviously one of them.
3-2 pitch to Muncy. Max Muncy is one of the better hitters. I think one of the more upcoming players in MLB. He's had a very good start to his career, but not a very good start in this World Series as he hits into a double play. 2 away. Chris Taylor up. 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to
No, he's definitely getting it done. Not as many strikeouts as he had in his last one, but I don't expect that many. He has 2 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings. He struck out 12 in the last one. The count now full. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Jeanette Fields throw to first just like that. Inning over. Dodgers not on the board through 4.
Coming forward
now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will lead off the bottom of the 4th. And he hits Kershaw's pitch. The grounder right towards Kyle Seager. No, Kyle Seager's the 3rd baseman for the Mariners. Corey Seager. After Corey Seager's Tommy John surgery, nobody's really heard about him. At least I haven't. He's not the player that he's still a very good player, but he's not the superstar that he used to be. Now he's just a star plus some. 1-1 pitch to Randall Grichuk. Yeah, nope, nothing. Inning over. We head to the 5th. It's 2-0 Jays. This one rolling right along here, already in the 5th inning, as Cody Bellinger will lead it off. Bellinger, one of the bigger bats in the league. And he checks his swing, 3-1 count. Snell trying not to throw anything really in his wheelhouse. I don't know how well that strategy is going to work considering he's missed the zone twice. And anything inside. I don't like throwing inside to Bellinger because he can turn on anything. It's harder to turn on a pitch on the outer part of the plate. That's why I'm kind of throwing more over there to him. Full count pitch swung on and missed. Blake Snell with another strikeout.
Swung on and missed for the first out.
Now Evan Gaddis steps in. 1-1 pitch to him. I believe he was on this team. We signed him out of free agency. He was our catcher. He was our backup catcher. Eventually got traded. Maybe we just let him go in free agency. I'm not sure. He's not on our team anymore, as you can tell. And Steven Souza Jr. makes it a one-run game.
And that one is gone.
Jr. with a no-doubt shot into left.
But he came up with a plan. Base is empty.
And now Jock Peterson turns one around. This one carrying to right field. Not as much behind it, though.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play
The inning is over. So we go through the bottom of the fifth. Nothing really going. We got a single. That's about it. Blake Snell, even though he's only allowed 1 run and 3 hits, still going to get some people warmed up. Heath Hembry warmed up. Kyle Crick also getting warmed up. I think Snell should be able to go 1 or 2 more innings, though. DJ LeMahieu, grounder. Snell fields, turns, fires, 1 away.
Gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now a 3-2 count. Justin Turner up. Ground ball up the middle, base hit.
But he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Justin Turner is one of the people in this Dodgers lineup that I'm more scared of than anybody. Him and Cody Bellinger are my 2 biggest fears of facing this team. Well, maybe I should be worried about Corey Seager. No, Juan Soto there. No, and hit towards the gap. Good play, though, from Soto for out number 2. Max Muncy up, another player who... The Dodgers just have such a dangerous lineup. We do too, but I don't think it's anything close to what the Dodgers have. They have a power-filled lineup that can hit for contact as well. That's how they always find a way to make it to the World Series. They always find a way to make it there.
Look to light a spark under this
Notice
lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah,
bottom of the 6th. Trout can't hold his swing there. That's a terrible pitch to swing at.
Getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit.
1-2 pitch to from Kershaw.
This is line to left.
Trout rips another one to right, left.
Right
to the left fielder for out number 1.
Next for the Blue Jays,
Juan
Soto steps in.
He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Let's see what he can do.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
2-1 count. It's a fastball from Kershaw is up and in. 2-1 pitch. Soto will foul it off the catcher for strike number 2.
Even at 4 apiece.
Here we go. 2-2. Okay, Soto looking for something to turn on, and he got it. But he fouled it off, swung late.
The 2-2 one more time.
2-2 again from Kershaw.
Skied in the air to
fly ball.
left. Peterson
left field.
has a read on it.
2 away.
And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
So with 2 away in the inning, the hero of Game 7 of the American League Championship Series, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 2 home runs, 4 RBIs in that game. He's not a hero right now. He grounds out.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one
really has gone by as we are already in the 7th, and Taylor hits that one pretty well. Carrying Trout towards the wall. It's gone!
Heard for years, she is out of here.
I mean, you have to love the World Series. What a game we have right now.
Wow, he hit me with the Vin Scully quote. He hit me with the Vin Scully quote to tie the game in the 7th. Can't believe Matt Vasgersian just did that. Wow. She is out of here.
Now a curveball misses inside. And a changeup
3-1 count now. Snell might be losing it here in the 7th. Curveball in there. Count is full. This would definitely be the last inning if he can get through it.
And a
Popped
good
up.
pitch there as this ball
Real
swung out
Muto.
and popped straight
There,
up
there's
the
2
chute
away.
right around home plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Steven Souza Jr. now.
Souza, who went deep last time up.
2-1. Souza homered in his last at-bat. He always homers when I play him. He's like my kryptonite in this game.
Ground towards second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And Souza picks up another base hit. For the go-ahead run on base, Jock Peterson up.
And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the
2-1. Snell will deal. Fastball. Peterson deep. Center field carrying back to the track, and Trout is there to end it.
Here's McGee.
Single for Real Muto. Kershaw still out there on the mound. Has been a tough pitcher to get out of here. 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch to Scooter Gennett. Real Muto, he takes off. Hit the third, and the inning's over.
Now back to the top of the
So we head to the 8th, where
where
Heath Hembry is put into the game here. He had a bad outing last time we saw him, but the time before he went 4 no-hit innings as an opener. Maybe I try and get him to work on his stamina. Maybe that's something I do over the off-season. I send him to like a... Oh my goodness, that may have been an out if Andujar could have gotten that. Good stretch, but not quite enough to reel that one in. Yeah, maybe I'll try and get Hembry to go to stamina, like something. I'm trying to work on that over the off season because.
Now at 2-2.
Oh, because he did very well as an opener. And he had a no-hitter, and we lost it when we took him out. But I mean, he may have been able to keep that if he had more stamina. Grounder up the middle. Gennett to DeYoung to Andujar. 4-6-3 double play. There's 2 away, just like that. Corey Seager in now. Oh, he hits it pretty well towards right center field. Mike Trout there. Inning over.
And that ends the inning. Dan Otero is on to pitch out.
Dan Otero brought into the game. Paul DeYoung will lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th.
Leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Paul DeYoung. He flew out in
that one fouled off.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB.
It's a 1-2 count on DeYoung. He awaits the pitch from Otero.
Look for him to try and get.
That's a little bloop line drive caught at second by LeMahieu, 1 away.
For the Blue Jays.
3-1 count, Josh Donaldson up. This is a great situation. He's going to get something to hit. And he does. Right back up the middle. Josh Donaldson, a 1-out base hit. He represents the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th.
You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater.
No, I'm not taking Josh Donaldson out. If this game goes to extras, I'm screwed because I want his bat in. 3-1 pitch now to Trout. He homered earlier. Ground ball, 4, 6, and 3, inning over. And I'm going to leave Hembry in there. That way we have Crick to go to if Hembry gets in a jam. No sense, though, to tire out Crick if we don't need to and take out Hembry while he's still pitching well.
Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Bases are empty.
Hembry will give up a single into center field. Hopefully it's a single. It is a single.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's coming.
Cody Bellinger got a fastball that ended up going right down the middle. Luckily, he just fouls it off.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Bellinger up in a big situation, and he hits it well to center field. Mike Trout will catch it there. 2 away.
Center fielder as he puts it away without much
And this
trouble
game
in the
might be
second
tied
half.
going bottom 9. The Dodgers might be leading, but we are going bottom 9 either way. I'm hoping it's going to be tied. Hembry kind of getting worn out.
Oh,
And
look at
Evan
this.
Gaddis.
High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
Dodgers lead it 4-2, top of the ninth with 2 outs.
Into the
A
box now,
huge
Steven
clutch
Sudoku.
hit
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now.
from
It's 1-2.
not Brian McCann,
With this
Evan
one almost in
Gaddis.
books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts
And
on
it's
this
a
offense,
4-2
fellas?
Dodger lead
Well, Matty B, I don't know
going
what your
in
thoughts
to the
are,
bottom
B-Roll,
of the
but boy,
ninth.
when the weather starts to warm up,
Oh, did I
and the ball
forget to
starts
mention
jumping
Quick
out
just
like
struck out
this,
Susie? Yeah,
it's
that
clear that
happened.
the
Oh,
pitchers
never
need to
mind.
start making
Sorry,
better
got
plays.
my
And the
back
third
mixed up.
baseman makes the play. That ends the...
So we had
Kenley
bottom
Jansen
9,
comes
Ken
on
leads
looking for a save here in the
and
bottom
brought
of the
into the
ninth inning.
game to close it out.
So
I'm
now
not going to
it'll
say
be
to
the
try and
four-hole
close it
hitter,
out because he's
Juan
going to
Soto.
close
It
it
was
out.
a fly out for him in
The
his
Dodgers
last
gonna
trip.
take
Lifted in
game
the air to
1
center. Taylor
in
is there.
Toronto after
Looks it into his glove,
devastation
and there's
hits
one
us
gone.
in the top of the ninth. Devastation. Nick. Evan Gaddis.
Play, Vladimir Guerrero. He got on top of
Vladimir
one.
Guerrero
Ground
Jr.
out
now,
for
he
the
steps
last time.
in. 2-1. See if he can be a hero, even though he can't really do anything for us.
And it's
He hits a
fouled
home
away.
run, that's great. We're still down by 1. I can hope somebody else on our team does something big, but I'm not counting on it. 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one.
3-1. Andujar up.
Turned in by the starter.
He is our last hope in this one.
Staff effort, and I've been impressed with
That's
the job
high.
these guys have done so far.
And this one misses high for ball 4.
So
They have
Andujar
themselves a
walks,
2-out
meaning that
base
the
runner.
tying run is in, and it's
Stepping
Randall
in and right
Grichuk.
for another shot.
But I'm gonna call time.
Grichuk,
I have an
he
idea.
lined out in his last trip, so
I have an idea.
looking for better.
If this works, then I will be ecstatic. If this doesn't work, well then crap. But I'm gonna go to the
Options
rookie.
here. Jason Cornell will be called
Jason
upon
Cornell,
here to hit with the game on the line.
pretty good at hitting against lefties.
Line to the right side.
Just foul. Well, not
But
just
a
foul,
foul
but
ball.
a few seconds later that falls in and the winning run is up.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Lifted down
Cornell
the line
fly
left.
ball left field.
Peterson
It'll
on the
fall
run,
foul.
and no one will track it down. Andujar
Looking
is
to
off at
Cornell.
first with two
This is the
away.
first time we've seen him actually hit in the playoffs. He was a pinch runner once.
Misses.
He
ball
checks
2.
his swing. Count runs 2
You
and
don't want to
2.
get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. High in the air. Out to
And
center
Cornell,
field.
for being a
Taylor is
pinch
there.
hitter, his first career playoff
Makes
at
the
bat, hit it
catch,
pretty
and
well.
that's the
But
ball
Chris
game.
Taylor will reel it in there in center field for out number 3, and that is your ball game.
They usually just lead. Slams the door again right here.
Before
Wow,
we take our
that
leave, time
sucked.
for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
That sucked. That was heartbreaking. Wow. Your winning pitcher is Dan Otero. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no strikeouts. Now we're on. Also got Heath Hembry. He went 1 2/3 inning, allowed 3 hits, no strikeouts, 2 earned runs, and no walks. Save goes to Kenley Jansen. He went 1 inning, allowed no hits, 1 strikeout, no earned runs, and 1 walk. And the player of the game is Evan Gaddis. He went 1 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs, and that will wrap up this episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise here in MLB The Show 19. I hope you enjoyed. And